Kung Fu Panda: The Dragon Knight just dropped its first season on Netflix, and there's about 11 episodes out, and I watched them all last night, and I really enjoyed this show. Um, this is a little bit different from other Kung Fu Panda related series. There's been a couple of them. Back when there was only two movies, Nickelodeon premiered a show that I actually used to watch, and that show was not very good. It wasn't horrible, it was just okay. But, there was that, and then there was one on Amazon Prime, which I also did watch a little bit of, didn't really watch all of it. It wasn't very good either. But this one's a little bit different. First of all, the animation is a lot better than the previous animated shows involving Kung Fu Panda. Not as good as the movie still, but it's still definitely an improvement. So that's a thing. And then we have Jack Black actually coming back to voice his character Po. And this is also a series that is going to be having an ongoing story, which I know some of the other series kind of did, like the one on Amazon Prime, but it wasn't a very good ongoing story. And even though I did enjoy these episodes, these are not as good as the Kung Fu Panda movies. And it's kind of unfortunate because when I heard Jack Black was coming back and I kind of saw some of the concept art that they were showing off, I kind of looked like they were going for movie quality animation, and getting Jack Black kind of gave me more hope for this series. And then when I popped on the first episode, I was just kind of like, I was let down. And, this is a fun show. Basically, the plot of this series is Po teams up with this knight. They're trying to get this ancient artifact back that was stolen, that he helped lose technically, and they need to get it back before these villains take over the world. And it's an epic quest with multiple characters and fun places and locations. And yeah, I mean, that's fun. I enjoy that. What I don't like about this series so much is the villains. Ever since Kung Fu Panda 3, I think at this point, there's not been good villains. Kung Fu Panda 1, Tai Lung, while not a super complex villain, was interesting enough and a good enough villain that was fun. And then you had the second one had Lord Shen, who was a great villain. And then you get the third one, which has Kai, and it's kind of unfortunate he was as bad as he was, because J.K. Simmons is such a great voice actor, does a great performance for that character, but him in the actual movie was not very good, unfortunately. That movie was not. Kung Fu Panda 3 was definitely the weakest of the trilogy. Not a bad movie, but I still really like that movie, but still very weak. I was watching this series, and I was just kind of, the villains were very weak. They weren't interesting. It didn't really dive into their goals very much. They were just kind of generic bad guys, and it's kind of lame, because this is a series where you're supposed to feel their threat a lot more. It's they have bigger motivations and goals than the last villains, like taking over the world, compared to the second one, where the villain wanted to destroy Kung Fu, and the first one, where Tai Lung just wanted revenge, and the third one, where I don't remember what Kai's goals were, but whatever. Another thing I don't like about this show, at the beginning of this show, there's a plot about taking away Poe's title as Dragon Master, which makes no sense, because the character who gave that to him was Master Oogway, who's dead, and he's not gonna take it away from him. That doesn't make any sense. Why do random people not have the power to take away his title? It doesn't make any sense. But this show was fun, and I enjoyed it. I think if you like the Kung Fu Panda movies, it's definitely fun to watch. Lower your expectations a little bit, and you'll probably enjoy it more than I did. I just think that this show was a good show, but just I'm sitting here going, is this really the best we could have done? I feel like DreamWorks animated TV shows, like a lot of them I enjoy, to be honest, but there's also a lot of them that are just so much weaker than they really should be. Like the best ones are like stuff like Voltron and Troll Hunters, but even those have like a lot of weak elements, and it's just like I don't know. But this was a decent show, and I'm excited to see the rest of it.